My name's Chris Harford. I've been working with clay, as a craft artist I guess, or clay, for about 42 years now. Describing the work in 3 words: innovative, bespoke tableware is probably the best I could do. The type of work I do is tableware essentially these days, mostly made for restaurants again these days. For the previous many years I was always involved in tableware, but in the last 10 or 11 years I guess it's been making for the restaurants. The process all pretty much thrown. I am doing a little bit of hand building. Sometimes they're combined, but essentially it's all thrown work, hand thrown and individually hand thrown. It's not thrown with a jigger and jolly. It's all individually thrown and trimmed and just all by hand. Inspiration for me comes when I'm making tableware for restaurants. It quite often comes from the chefs. Really, they come with their idea. I then try to expand on that idea or give them ways that those things can work. They call the tune. I change the music. I throw containers. I throw things that are going to be served from, and handled and used. And I quite often use seed pods actually as an inspiration from different areas, different trees, and that is quite often an inspiration for me. So it all comes from nature. I've got 3 kilns, electric kilns. I have a gas kiln, and that is plenty for me. It's enough. I work on a daily basis. I'm here every day in my studio. I work 7 days a week, apart from the days that I'm fly fishing, and which are becoming more and more these days, which is great. But still only once a week or once a fortnight for I'm out of the studio. It's just one of those things that I don't know how any artist can't love that freedom. No bosses, no. There's time restraints and there's orders to work towards, so there are stresses involved, but your time is your own. But you know, I don't see any downside to being an artist or anything. I just love it. I love it. I always have loved it. That's the only thing I really wanted to ever do, was work for myself and be my own boss and be in charge of my own life, and being an artist I can be. So the tableware, my own range of tableware was that plan B. I did make it. It was all up ready to go, and then then everything became so busy that I've never launched the shop. The downside of it for us really was that we were meant to be in Berlin last year, which was a work-related residency, and a residency and solo show for my wife, Kathy. And this year it was a residency, once again for her, in Albany in Western Australia, and I had 5 different workshops that I was going to do over there, so they've all fallen to bits. So it's had its pros and its cons, and overall it's you just learn to live with these things, and it's something that we as artists we need to be fairly resilient anyway, I think.